I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. Today, we are stepping into number 243 on our compilation list. And this is kind of a special one because we are going to be dealing with a specific sovereign citizen who is now back in court. He will be in this compilation in two different courtrooms. There's a lot to it. I'll give you the context of it in a second. But before I do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, commentary will be left in and chapters will be added for your convenience. But I encourage you to watch it all the way through if you have not seen it before. So now, Aaron Skates, who is a sovereign citizen, we featured him here on the channel. We featured his first appearance, his trial, which included a traffic stop, which all will be in this compilation. But now he is back in the courtroom of Judge Donald Allen out of the state of Michigan. And his first appearance and trial is in the courtroom of Judge Kristen Simmons, obviously also out of the state of Michigan. So today, we are featuring Aaron Skates again. If you have not seen it, I'm telling you, check it out. Give us your thoughts down in the comments. And now let's jump into 243.
For you. The next matter is case 260213. This is People versus Aaron Skates. Thanks for the record, Ms. Ethel.
Thank you, Your Honor, and good morning. Gabrielle Ethel, Assistant Prosecutor for the People.
Are you Mr. Black, sir? Is your name, I'm sorry, Skates?
My true name is Aaron Yusuf El Tamarian Bay L, but it's Aaron Yusuf Bay for short.
I have no idea what all you just said. You run together a few different sentences. I just want to make sure that we have the right person on this file. Are you the right person?
I am the right person, but the name is Aaron Yusuf Bay.
You can always get your name changed legally.
It is. I have a passport in that name.
Okay, but we don't have that information here at the court. Okay. So if you want us to change what it is that we have in our files, there's a process for doing that. Okay. So, Mrs. Zell, what are we doing today?
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is the date and time set for the probable cause conference. At this time, it's my understanding that Mr. Skates is unrepresented and does not wish to be represented for this file. At this point, the people would be asking for this to be left set for the preliminary exam and for a waiver of the representation rights to be held on the record if Mr. Skates continues to want that path forward.
Okay. So do you understand what's going on?
No, I do not.
Okay. So the lawyer, being a great lawyer that she is, just said to me that you don't have a lawyer to represent you. And since you don't have a lawyer to represent you, she thought that she needed to bring that to my attention before we have anything that comes in front of me where that might be an issue. We believe strongly that people charged with a crime should have the representation of an attorney. You have a constitutional right to have an attorney to represent you. But oftentimes people decide that they don't have the ability to afford a lawyer, and we tell them that we would give them a court-appointed lawyer. We actually have an independent staff of lawyers that don't work for the court, but work for their own defense attorney's office. And so we would refer you to that office for them to get you somebody to represent you. Or you could represent yourself if you thought that you wanted to represent yourself. I would not advise you to represent yourself because you could have a free lawyer, somebody that's trained in the law. And I suspect that you probably don't have the same level of training that they have. So you understand all that?
I understand all that.
So would you like for us to see if we can secure your lawyer?
No, I still wish to represent myself.
You can certainly do that. I just would not advise you to do that because you're working against a system that is designed by lawyers and have lawyers representing your opposition. But that's just me. So we'll schedule the matter for you to be able to go forward. I just want to make sure that you're doing this voluntarily No one's threatened you or forced you to give up your right to have an attorney. Is that right?
No, no one's forcing me.
And no one's made any promises to you to get you to do this.
No.
And you do understand that if you're not able to financially afford a lawyer, the court is going to present you with an attorney from the defense attorney's office. I don't know who they would have signed, but that's up to them. But you're waiving that right. Is that right?
I understand that.
So you're waiving that right?
Waiving the right for an attorney for the attorneys.
And this is your own personal choice. No one's threatening you or forced you to get you to do this.
No.
No one's made promises to you to get you to do this. This is your belief, right?
Yes.
So you were saying that we have something already scheduled to come back before the court?
Yes, Your Honor, I do believe the preliminary exam date is for next Tuesday.
Okay. Then we will see you guys back for the preliminary exam. Looks like the defendant's being held on $75,000 cash surety bond. That bond will be continued at least until we see what happens at the hearing next week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Any questions or concerns?
I always like to say the UCC 1-308, all rights reserved. I still like to always challenge the jurisdiction of the courts as a Moorish American national sovereign on this land.
Are you a sovereign citizen? You sound like one.
So the two are different, and the only reason why they like to conclude is a long
Just explain.
on the sovereign.
As long as you're happy with where it is that you're at, that's fine with me.
Yes, yes, I think.
Okay. All right, then that's going to be all for the record today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
City of Lansing versus Aaron Skates, 25-01554. Parents, please.
Vote on behalf of the city of Lansing, Your Honor.
You are Aaron Skates? Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for hearing. I have a hinder and obstruct the polls, pretrial, and a furnishing false information. Did you all discuss this matter and how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Waddell did speak with Mr. Skates before we went on the record here today, and Mr. Skates indicated that he had submitted some documents to the court, and we did not receive any documents from you.
There's been no motions filed with the court. There are some documents in the file, but that's not a properly filed motion according to the Michigan court rules, so the court does not have jurisdiction to review those.
Yeah, at this point, there was no offer made. We were giving him the opportunity to present us with some sort of documentation, but at this point, we have no motion.
Okay, they're not offering a reduction in the charge. You have the right to proceed to a trial. You have the right to jury trial. I think you declined court-appointed counsel and said you would retain an attorney. Is that accurate?
I was talking to one, but it's not really in my means to acquire the attorney.
Okay, so would you like to maintain your not guilty plea and proceed to trial, sir?
I don't consent to anything here. I can't let constitutional rights were violated. So I am on the record. My status is a Moorish American national. I am not a Black person. I am not a United States citizen. So that's why I claim my nationality as a Moorish.
You don't have to be a United States citizen to be charged with a crime in the United States. I know if I were you, I wouldn't go around here in open court live stream declaring that I'm not a United States citizen facing criminal action with the current federal administration. That was not in your best interest. I wouldn't do
I
that.
can't claim my national status on the record.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But you're making a declaration that you're not a citizen. And we have an administration that is making efforts to make sure people who are not citizens who are facing criminal actions are deported.
So when I'm claiming my national status on the record, it's for this land here.
I recognize that this land here is known as the United States of America. This court sits in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan.
United States
Okay.
Federal Corporation though.
Okay.
So when I claim,
Wonderful.
I'm not
If you want to
arguing this.
maintain, if you want to stand mute, you have the right to do that. You have the right to plead guilty or plead not guilty. I recognize that you're asserting yourself as a sovereign citizen.
No, not sovereign citizen.
What do you
Such
say?
a sovereign. It's confused. It's a misnomer to say sovereign citizen.
What, you're asserting yourself as what?
Just sovereign on the land.
Okay.
Indigenous
Okay.
to the land.
I'm happy to hear that you're sovereign and indigenous to the land. The court will continue your not guilty plea. This matter will continue to trial, okay?
Can I get some type of documentation?
We are gonna give you the notice to appear for a jury trial. September 2nd at 8:15. September 2nd at 8:15 in person at the court, okay?
Okay. And
You need to wear a shirt that has sleeves.
I just came to work, so.
I recognize that, but I'm talking about for your jury trial. You're gonna need to be appropriately dressed, okay?
This isn't.
It is not. And I'm advising you of this on the record so that you know to come appropriately dressed for your trial. Okay? Thank you. Do you have any questions for the court at this time? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll get your notice to appear. You're all set.
Let's get that in the mail or.
No, we're gonna get to you right now.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You have a seat. You can state your first and last name and spell both.
Tyrese McClinton, TYRICE MCCLINTON.
Speak to the speak, pencil.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer McClinton, we've already given your name. Where do you work?
City of Lincoln,
As doing what?
police officer,
How long have you been a police officer for the city of Lansing?
5 years.
And how long have you been a police officer in general?
5 years.
Is in your job as a Lansing police officer, have you had any specialized training? Was there any to become a police officer?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
I went to a police academy. About 5-6 months. And then a year of on the job training. Field training.
And what is on the job training like?
Field training. You work with the field training officer and they teach you how to do the job outside of the police academy.
So what are your duties as a police officer?
Patrol division.
Patrol division? Can you tell us more about that?
I respond to calls of service that I receive from also enforcing traffic.
And were you on duty on March 2024?
Yes.
On that date, do you recall an incident occurring at or near West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue?
Yeah.
Are West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue located in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
I gotta stop you. You said March 22nd?
May 22nd.
Okay, thank you. You said March. So you need to re-ask that question. You did say March, and he said yes.
Okay, were you on duty on May 22nd, 2024?
Yes.
Okay, I apologize. I must have March on the brain. So you were West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue are located in the city of Lansing, correct?
Correct.
And that's in Ingham County, Michigan? Thank you. Is that area open to the general public?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about what happened that night? Or tell a jury, please.
While on routine police patrol, I observed a vehicle that was traveling westbound on Edgewood. It didn't have a Michigan driver's like a plate on the back of the car. So it was traveling westbound and then kind of see me behind them, and then they made a U-turn and started traveling eastbound, and then they turned into a parking lot that was there, like near. I conducted a traffic stop because there was a proper plate of the car, and
yeah. When you were conducting that traffic stop, who did you speak to?
Spoke with the driver. and front seat passenger.
What did you ask them?
Typically on a traffic stop, we introduce ourselves and tell the reason for the stop. I identified myself as an officer with Lakewood Police Department. At that time, I was in full police uniform and asked for driver's license, registration, and insurance.
Did you receive those things?
Some of those things. The driver presented me with a driver's license, absent of the registration and insurance.
I didn't hear what you said. You said they presented you with a driver's license and then what?
Absent of the registration and insurance.
So you spoke to both parties?
Yes.
When you're performing this traffic stop, you said you asked for the driver's license, you didn't receive the other two items. Why is that?
When I asked for the driver, it was a female driver. I asked her for the requested documents that she was driving. And while doing so, the male passenger intervened and started telling me why she didn't need to provide those documents.
And do you see the passenger present in the courtroom today?
I do.
And can you describe what they're wearing or what they look like?
A white shirt, white t-shirt.
And can you point to them, please? Your Honor, may the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant
As who?
as the passenger on the night of May 22nd.
The passenger is identified.
That is.
Okay. You can continue.
Thank you. Your Honor, the city requests that to mark the People's Exhibit 1A.
And 1A, is that going to be a video?
It will be video.
Okay.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
That's my body cam. Not person body worn camera.
And so it's a picture video
It's a video.
and it's depicting your body worn camera.
Correct.
And can you read the date at the top right corner?
May 22nd, 2024.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the scene and events that occurred that evening?
Yeah.
Your Honor, may I publish this to the jury?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
That one's not mine.
Excuse me? That's not your body.
That one's not mine. So
There's a slight delay in this. One moment. Do you recognize this?
Can you pause it, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your body cam?
that is my body.
Thank you.
Officer McClinton, Lansing Police. Pulled you over today because there's no registration on the vehicle.
How you doing?
Hi.
Just
I just need your driver's license. Is it registered? Registration and insurance?
Trying to tell you.
Okay.
yeah. So we're operating. We're not for hire. We're just travelers. We're traveling. I have some documentation proving such right here.
You're what?
We're traveling. So what it means is we're just traveling. We're not using any driver's license at all. We're just traveling in our personal property. It's our vehicle. It's our vehicle. We have a title for it and everything. It's just we're not operating. We're not driving. That's all the information I have.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
About 6041 South Pennsylvania Avenue, Speedway here. Wait, Carlson calling. You can turn your phone.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have that?
It'll be a white vehicle. They should be driving.
And then I'll need the registration and insurance for the car.
That's the thing. We don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not operating. We don't have insurance at all because we don't.
What do you mean you're not operating?
So.
Yeah. I don't need to see that. What do you mean by
This will explain the
Okay, I don't care about none of that. You need a driver's license, registration, and insurance when driving, operating a motor vehicle. You are operating.
We're not operating though. We're traveling.
Okay.
And
Traveling
it's
or
law.
operating.
It's law.
Okay.
We have it here.
Do you have that information that I requested?
We have it here.
No, the information I requested from you. Your driver's license,
I have my driver's license.
the registration, and the proof of insurance. I don't care about that. I need your driver's license, registration.
The law though.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
That's fine. I need your driver's license,
Here's my driver's
your
license.
registration, and the insurance.
Then here's my travelers, because I know you're gonna ask for my identification too, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys
In the state of Michigan, on the Michigan roadway, you have to have a legal, a valid driver's license, a registration, and proof of insurance. Okay.
No, I'm trying to explain to him that right here, Supreme Court, other court citation proving no license necessary for normal automobiles on the common ways, and that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just citizens traveling, and that's all we're doing pretty much.
Traveling, operating, it's the same thing.
No, it's not, because when you're driving.
Listen, I'm gonna let you know right now. I've dealt with this so many times.
Yeah, but right.
Hold on. I'm gonna set some expectations right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up in handcuffs. This means absolutely nothing, and you should have gotten your money back. This, you're talking about common law. Common law existed prior to statutory law. Statutory law, listen to me. The statutory law overrules.
We don't need handcuffs. We don't need handcuffs. I do have a warrant, and I do have the money for it.
Okay.
I have the $500 for it. I'm just trying to turn it in.
Okay.
So that's the thing. It was from a fight, an old relationship that I was in.
Okay.
So that's basically previously what it was. I've been talking to an attorney.
Okay.
But I am going to work. I work at Kroger,
Okay.
and I am taking care of that. So I didn't know that this wasn't.
It's not a thing. People try to do that common law stuff all the time. It's not a thing. So that's why I'm going around it. If it were so, we are trained law enforcers, and if this was a thing, we would be trained in that area.
Okay.
Like you said, it's statutory law. We're no longer under the common law.
And I'm not
You're
arguing
operating on the middle. You're traveling, operating. It could be interchangeable. That word is interchangeable. Whether you're traveling or operating, you're operating a motor vehicle is what you're doing. So.
And I live right here in Edgewood.
Okay.
And
Where's your warrant out of?
It's for like an old domestic.
Where is it out of Lansing?
Yeah, it's in Lansing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
But it's not for like probation or anything of that nature. They just want money. I've already talked to people
Okay.
before.
Well, I'll check on that and see what that is. Okay. And then we'll go from there. Okay.
But I'm not angry.
No, I'm not saying that you are.
But being handcuffs, and I can't just drive the car home if that's the case. I live literally right around the corner.
Listen.
I don't want the car to get towed.
One thing at a time. Okay.
The kids like that.
All right. 1 second. Okay.
Well, guys, as we can see now, we understand how Mr. Skates got into the trouble that he is in. We saw in the pretrial, he tried to pull the same sovereign citizen lingo. We see it here in the traffic stop. Officers are not having it. The only thing that this officer is interested in is license, registration, and insurance. He doesn't care anything about the paperwork. The other officer telling him he should have absolutely gotten his money back was pure gold. To just hear him say that, that was, that was almost like the highlight of the traffic stop. But Mr. Skates, he believes in what he believes in. He's standing on that. The young lady, she abandoned everything really quickly. Obviously, his beliefs aren't her beliefs. She just wants to make sure that, this situation goes smooth. It doesn't get out of hand, which is understandable because at traffic stops, things can get very ugly for people that are pulled over and also for the officers. So I just wanted to stop and say, we see how he got into this. We see all of the paperwork he has, everything highlighted on the paperwork, but the officer, he really doesn't have any interest in it. And for him to tell him he should have absolutely gotten his money back, yeah, that was insane.
Once-
Temple 35, can I have you put towards Caesar Chavez and Ballard?
And I assure you, like, this is not. Can you give us information for them? Not that stuff that he has, like a Michigan driver's license or name. He has that made one that he got from wherever.
And 30, I added vehicles as well as ops and pictures of the call. This is going to be the same subject earlier.
So, Officer Smith, can you give us a quick summary of what we've just seen?
That was the initial traffic stop, and then my interaction with the driver.
And so, when you were interacting with the passenger and driver, did you have backup at any point? And who was your backup?
Officer Mark.
During a traffic stop, is it normal? Who normally does the majority of the talking?
Typically the driver does.
And who was doing the majority of the talking during this traffic stop? Does that make your job easier? When you are when you're doing a traffic stop, what are you investigating?
What was I investigating?
Yes.
Well, during that time, see if there was a violation of a law.
In this case, at first, it was who was it?
The registration.
And so, while you're doing the investigation, what were you wearing during this traffic stop?
My police uniform.
Can you describe it for us?
It's a bulletproof vest. That's police. My name, badge, gear, and it has marking, identifiable pieces on it that says police on it.
And what were you driving that evening?
Police vehicle.
And are there identifiable markings on it?
Yes.
What did they say?
Lansing police.
Anything else on the vehicle?
Isolating lights that were activated in the time of this traffic stop.
So as you're investigating this that night, was it harder to investigate your traffic stop?
Yes.
Why?
I was speaking with the driver and the passenger kept interfering and trying to provide additional information. Which caused me not to be able to get the necessary piece of information that I needed.
What are those pieces of information?
The driver's license, registration, and insurance.
When you're going back to the vehicle at this point that we see you back with your computer, what are you doing?
So there, so as I was just running the information in our database to just verify, in our lien system, we can verify, see if a person's driver's license is active. It also tells us if a vehicle is registered, if it has insurance, and if a person has warrants or warrants. And so I was doing that during that.
Whose names were you running?
The driver and passenger.
What came back for the passenger?
There was, so typically, and not all the time, but just based on my training experience and the amount, whenever you have an encounter with an individual that's over the age of 18, typically they have, well, really 16, but we give 18. Benefit of doubt, you're an adult and you have some sort of identification from the Secretary of State that states who you are, because you have official business, doctor's appointments, driving. If you don't have to drive, you have some type of identification, identify you as a person. That system, if you run a person that is over the age of 18 or appears to be over 18, and if they give you a name and it says no record found, it's usually an indicator that from a police standpoint, most individuals have had an ID issued to them. So when it says one, no record found, one, they could not have had an ID, or two, they're not telling the truth about who they are. And they're given a name that's not in the system because it's not who they are.
So when you ran the name you were given by the passenger, what came back?
It was no record.
And that's for more emphasis, that signals what to you?
That to me signals that the person's not telling about who they are. So we'll usually ask, have you ever had a Michigan driver's license or an ID issued to you, or an ID in general? Maybe it wasn't Michigan, maybe it was Florida, wherever. So
in your training and experience, is it normal for someone to give a false name?
It is normal when they don't want to be identified. Maybe they have like wants or warrants.
When you are given a name that comes back with no records found, what are your next steps usually?
So typically, like I said, we'll ask, like, have they ever been issued an ID or a driver's license in Michigan or any other state? And if they say yes, it would come up in the system. And if they say no, then we have to do some other things to identify them. But
Okay, that's not a name in here. All right. The car, because he's the one that is okay.
Briefly, the blur that you're seeing on the screen, what is that covering?
That's our lien system.
And what kind of information is in the lien system?
Like I mentioned, they're just like all the things that identify a person. Like, so you have to be certified in order to see the information that's in there. A person's address. There's a bunch of stuff stored in there that's sensitive, and you have to have.
I mean, I can't identify him. For all I know, that's people that are in trouble use that kind of.
Go ahead, step out of the car for me. Step out of the car and face the door, Dan, please. Step out of the car and face the door.
I feel in danger right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel in danger.
Okay,
Dude,
that's
stop,
fine.
stop. I feel in
Undo your
danger.
seatbelt and step out of the car. I'm giving you a loss.
So, Officer McClinton, why are you having him get out of the car?
We weren't able to positively identify him based on the information that he gave. And based on my training experience, I have dealt with people that had some serious wants for various reasons. And so we can't, I mean, we try to take people for their word, but people lie to the police all the time. So I needed to make sure that I identified him after the fact, after him like interfering with the investigation. I need to see who he was.
Order to do that now, okay? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
No, call your sheriff. Please call your sheriff.
Put your hands
Call your
behind
sheriff.
your back.
Dude,
Please call
Do
your
it
sheriff.
now.
I'm telling you right now to face away.
Hold on, Mark.
Calm down. Aaron, calm down. Aaron, calm down.
Behind your back.
Okay.
You guys need to call your sheriff.
Ma'am. Okay. I need you to get back in the car. Get back in the car.
You guys need to call your sheriff.
Stop.
Why are you guys doing this?
Aaron, just calm down.
Well, I haven't done anything. I was
Just
just
calm
in the fucking car,
down.
dude.
Calm down, please.
Can you get back in the car for me? Okay.
Do not harm her.
1 to 10.
You understand?
Calm down. Just calm down.
I didn't even do
Okay,
anything.
calm down, okay?
Stand up. Stop moving.
What are you doing? Go to the back of the car.
I didn't even do anything.
There you are. You're yanking away. Go. Walk.
But Edward Robert Victor 6758 Floyd Jeep.
Greg, have a seat in the car.
Let me just pat him down. It's the only thing over there.
You don't have any weapons on me. You can take my shoes off. Nope. You guys check this.
Just the phone charger.
Put your feet in the car. Yes.
So what happened there?
So there, we asked him to step out so that we could identify him because the information wasn't coming back when he was asked to do so. You can't see it. You can kind of hear me verbalizing. Sometimes people will like yank away or refuse to put their hands behind their back after you tell them to do so. And so I try to verbalize, but in the moment with everything going on in on the scene, we have trying to get him detained, and then you have the driver getting out of the car. And so obviously for everyone's safety, we want everyone to remain in the car unless asked to get out. So you have that going on, her getting out, and then us trying to secure him and then take him to the back. But even I think I mentioned like walk or whatever, because he like is like giving like dead weight and like pulling away. So I'm just telling him what I want him to do so that he understands what is expected of him.
And so is giving a false name a crime?
Yes.
And is that what happened that night?
Correct.
Your Honor, the city is ready to release Officer McClinton for cross-examination.
Questions for this witness? I have questions. You asked, what name did he give you?
Yusuf Bey.
Yusuf Bey, you said?
Yes, something to that nature. I believe it's like.
Are you sure? Did he tell you verbally or did he give it to you on writing? Is that what he handed you the card?
He handed me the card. It was on that, and then he gave the other officer the name.
Okay, so it wasn't that you asked him what his name was, it was that he provided voluntarily those cards when he was talking over the driver. Is that what you're saying?
For me, yeah.
Correct, and then those cards, he alleged had his identification on it for his name. And those cards said Yusuf Bey. Do you know how to spell that?
I indicated in my report. I'm not.
Okay,
sure
that's
how-
fine. You can just say you don't know. That's fine. And did you ever ask him, did he have a Michigan ID or driver's license with those names on it? Okay, but you did testify that that's normally what you do if you can't find
Right.
those names. But you can't recall if you asked him that.
On that day.
So, any questions from the jury? Were you ever able to determine what his name was? In fact,
Yes, we were.
you were able to determine his name?
Yes.
Okay. And that's how you knew that it wasn't Yusuf Bey?
Correct.
Redirect.
All right, Your Honor, the city is ready to dismiss this witness.
Okay, you can excuse, thank you. You can call your next witness.
The city calls Officer Mark Fox next.
Ms. Francis. We're in the middle of a jury trial, but I'm going to put you and Ms. Holcomb in a private meeting room to do your joint pretrial statement, and you can file it with the court. If you come to a resolution or otherwise, you can send me a message through the messenger application so that we can reset it, because I won't be able to go on the record on this today, okay?
Okay, so just get the form filled out and send it, file it, or,
Yes.
okay, thank you.
No problem. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
I do.
You can have a seat. You can state your first and last name and spell both.
Mark, M-A-R-C, Fox, F-O-X.
Now you can proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Fox, where do you work?
Lansing Police Department,
How long have you been here for?
3 years.
And before you were with LPD, where were you?
Before I worked with LPD, I worked for Sparrow Hospital.
How long have you been a police officer?
3 years.
And did you have any specialized training to become a police officer?
Yes, I did.
What was that training?
I went through an academy to be a police officer.
What's involved in your academy?
Everything from driving to law. They're very heavy on law. We spend the majority of our time learning all different types of criminal law. So specifically how to identify people, elements of crimes, stuff like that.
After your time at the academy, is there any additional training?
I've been through a number of trainings. I'm A-RIDE certified, so advanced roadside impairment. I've been through START school. I'm on the SWAT team. I'm also CIT trained, crisis intervention officer.
Thank you. Were you on duty, or what are your duties as a police officer?
I'm on patrol and I'm on our START team, which is our SWAT team.
Were you on duty on May 22nd, 2023?
I was.
On that day, do you recall an incident occurring at or near West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue?
Yes, I backed an officer on a traffic stop.
And are West Edgewood Boulevard and South Washington Avenue located in the city of Lansing,
They are.
Ingham County, Michigan?
Yes, they are.
And are those streets open to the general public?
They are.
What happened?
Officer McClinton called out a traffic stop. I think he was eastbound on Edgewood. The vehicle had pulled into, I think it was a Dollar General, I know it was a dollar store right at Washington and Edgewood. I backed him on that traffic stop and the whole thing.
We can stop there. You said it was a Family Dollar.
I think it was a Family Dollar or Dollar General. Like there's a dollar store on the corner in the plaza on the southwest corner of Washington and Edgewood Boulevard.
And that parking lot is a public parking lot.
That is.
Thank you. When you pulled up as backup for Officer McClinton, can you take us through what happened?
Initially, I knew he called out a traffic stop. I can only speak to what I observed watching from the scene, but I observed a white Chevy Impala with, say, a customized plate. It wasn't any license plate issued by any state or the state of Michigan. I made contact with a female driver and a male passenger inside that white Impala. At that time, my partner it was his stop, so he was the one running the traffic stop. I was just his backup officer. I ended up identifying the passenger of that vehicle and had to use force to arrest the passenger of that vehicle.
When you were backing up with this traffic stop, what were you wearing?
I was in full uniform. So I wear an external plate carrier, a blue uniform with Lansing patch on the shoulder, and I have a badge.
And what were you driving?
I was driving a fully marked police vehicle.
Do you see the passenger from that vehicle present in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you identify them?
He's wearing a white t-shirt, sitting off to your right.
May the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant as the passenger from that vehicle?
Identification is noted.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you were backing up, Officer, you walk up, and who do you speak to first?
I spoke with the passenger.
And what did you ask for anything?
Initially, my partner was making contact with the driver of the vehicle. The passenger was doing most, if not all, of the talking for the driver of the vehicle. There was a point in the stop when my partner got some sort of identification from the passenger of the vehicle. He called me back to his patrol car and then asked me to get the name, open and verbally ask for the name of the passenger of the vehicle.
Is it usual in your training and experience, is it usual for the passenger to do most of the talking during a traffic stop?
It is not.
Why is it important to identify the inhabitants of the vehicle during a traffic stop?
Say again.
Why is it important to identify the people in the vehicle during a traffic stop?
I need to know who I'm with. So there's a number of reasons why I identify people. Number one, I identify the driver because they're operating the vehicle on a public roadway. Number two, I think in this case, the reason we're identifying the passenger is because of his obstruction on the stop, not allowing the investigation to play out for why the vehicle is unregistered, why there's no insurance on it, and so on and so forth.
You said that you testified just now that Officer McClinton had received some form of identification, and then you were asked to.
I was asked to verbally get the name of the passenger in the vehicle.
Do you recall what name it was?
Yes, the passenger of the vehicle gave me Aaron Yusuf Bay, 12/25/1987.
Nope. The city requests to ask to mark this video as the People's Exhibit 1B.
This is this officer's body cam.
Yeah.
1B.
Do you recognize this?
Yes,
What is it?
that's my body camera from the traffic stop.
And is it a video, picture?
I believe this is a video. My body camera records the entire incident when I have interaction.
And what, in this, you probably said it, but what does it depict?
This is, I'm standing on the passenger side of the vehicle speaking with the defendant.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the events of that night?
Yes.
Above this state.
What's your legal name?
Aaron Joseph Bay. That's
in the state of Michigan. Your birth name. Do you have a Michigan
that's
ID?
my national name.
But do you have a Michigan ID?
No, I've never had one. That's my Aaron Joseph Bay. That's my national name. You guys cannot deny me of my nationality, dude.
I'm not denying your nationality. I'm asking you if you have a Michigan driver's license.
No, I'm telling you,
do you have a Michigan ID?
No, I've never had one.
But I'm asking. But you've never had a Michigan ID before.
I'm just.
Have you?
Okay.
Were you born? No, you're. He's fine. You don't have any weapons. I'm just gonna ask. You don't have any weapons on you, right?
No.
Listen, you want to talk with your hands? That's perfectly fine. No one's in any danger or anything right now. We're just having a conversation.
I'm in danger, dude.
Okay.
Because I'm just explaining my rights. I'm telling you, I've never.
I understand.
I understand. Nationality documentation right there.
When you were born, you received a birth certificate, right? What name did your parents give you?
Aaron Joseph Bay under the Moroccan Empire, and that's why I got my nationality document. And I have all my other paperwork at home too. I have all that certified, and it's been already in the court and stuff. I already did this.
So prior to you
name,
certifying that in the court, you had a legal name and a date of birth, right? Prior to the Moorish paperwork that you filed with the state, you had a legal name.
At birth.
At birth.
That's at birth. Yes, at birth.
Okay.
At birth. It's never been switched over from like. It's not one of those where you.
All right, go ahead and spell your first name for me then.
Aaron.
Middle name?
Yosef.
Last name?
Bey.
Date of birth?
12/25/1987.
All right, guys, sit tight. Sovereign citizens, man. He's telling me Aaron Yusuf Bey, 12/25/87.
So what were some of the names you were provided just then?
The names I was provided, I was provided a name of Aaron Yusuf Bey that didn't come back to anything in our lien system or Secretary of State.
In your training experience, is it typical for let me when it doesn't come back in the system, what does it mean?
What's a red flag? Either they were incorrect or fabricating a name, or it's the wrong state. There's a number of things, but 9 times out of 10, I'm getting a false name in my training experience.
And is it a crime to provide a false name?
It's called furnishing false. It's a 90-day misdemeanor.
Is it in your training experience? Well, actually, you're that. Let me. Did he present you with any other kind of identification?
Just the Moorish ID. After he was placed under arrest, I found a either debit or credit card with the name Aaron States on it. And when we ran that name, we got a return of lien.
And so a return and lien would be,
Oh, return lien is a law enforcement information network. Return lien is so lien uses SOS. We had an SOS return, Secretary of State return for an identification out of the state of Michigan for an individual named Aaron Sweets.
to summarize, you got that. Is correct. You got back information.
I got correct information for his lawful name.
What is a Moorish?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it falls in, I know it's not the same as a sovereign citizen, but I know it kind of falls under the same category. In my training experience, they like to operate under Moorish law, or in the case of the sovereign citizen, it's common law, which is superseded by statutory law, which is what we operate under today. And that's all that I really know about sovereign citizens.
So is a Moorish ID a valid form of identification?
No.
And does the state issue Moorish identification, Moorish IDs?
No.
The US government?
No.
A-A-R-O. Is Bay the last name?
Yeah, Bay is the last name. He said B-E-Y.
That's not a name. All right.
What's this pause here that we're?
What? He needs to get out of the car.
I honestly have no idea. I think we were talking tactics about pulling him out of the car or something like that, but I have no idea why there was a pause in the audio.
He's the one that is.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull him out.
I mean, I can't identify him. For all I know, is that car's in trouble.
Go ahead and step out of the car for me. Step out of the car and face the door jam, please. Step out of the car and face the door jam,
I
please.
feel in danger right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel in danger.
Okay,
Please,
that's
stop,
fine.
stop.
Do your seatbelt, step out of the car. I'm giving you a law.
So when you cannot get back a name or an individual, what does that generally mean?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part of my question.
When you can't identify someone, what does that usually mean during the investigation?
That I got an improper name. That's usually the first thing I go to. Obviously, my training experience, 9 times out of 10, the subject more likely than not has warrants, and that's why they're furnishing false information to avoid being arrested under warrants.
Would it be fair to say then it's a safety concern?
For me, absolutely. I have no idea who I'm dealing with at that point. Officer safety is probably our #1 priority. That's why we call out location and the plates on cars for traffic stops.
Would that also be a reason for why you're backing up Officer Simmons?
Absolutely.
Order to do that now, okay? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
No,
Face away
no.
from me. Listen.
Call your sheriff. Please call
No,
your sheriff.
put your hands
Call your
behind
sheriff.
your back.
Dude,
Please call
Do
your
it
sheriff.
now.
I'm
Call
telling
your
you right now to
sheriff.
face away.
Hold on.
So at this point, what is happening?
So at this point, we pulled the accused individual, the defendant, out of the vehicle. Now I'm asking him to face away. He's going to be detained. So I have no return on his ID. I can't identify him at all. What's going to happen is he's going to be detained in handcuffs, put in the back of the vehicle. And in most cases, it's until we can't identify them. We identify them, the handcuffs come off just as easy as they go on. But at this point, he's disregarding lawful orders to step out of the vehicle, place his hands behind his back.
When you give the lawful command for him to get out of the vehicle, what happens?
I say that again.
What happened instead? Did he get out willingly?
No, he didn't get out willingly. My partner had to go hands-on with him, and I also had to put hands on him as well as give him several verbal orders to face away from us in the door jam, place his hands behind his back. At this point, this would be obstruction or hinder and oppose under the 90-day misdemeanor clause. So right now, three different things are going through my head. Either he's gonna fight, run, or fall to the ground and go deadly.
Away, Mark. Behind your back. Get your hands behind your back.
You guys need to call your sheriff.
Ma'am. Okay. I need you to get back in the car. Get back in the car.
You guys need to call your sheriff.
Stop!
Why are you guys doing this?
Aaron, just calm down.
Why I haven't done anything? I was
38, one to
in the
take.
fucking car, dude.
Calm down,
Can
please.
you get back in the car for me? Okay.
Do not harm her.
1 to 2.
You understand?
Calm down.
Stand up.
I didn't even do anything.
Stand up.
Okay?
Stand up. Stop moving. What are you doing? Go to the back of the car.
I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, you are. You're yanking away. Go. Walk. Let's go. Have a seat. Get in the door, Jan.
Central 1136 test. Go ahead. Edward Robert Victor 6758 Lloyd Jeep. Ricky Holmes.
Great. Have a seat in the car.
Go ahead.
Anything over there?
He's gonna have any weapons on him. I'll take my shoes off soon.
Nope.
I think guys check
Have a
this.
seat. It's the phone charger.
Put your feet
tight.
Put your feet in the car.
Tight. Yes.
Yeah, we'll be out with them. Okay.
Obviously, right?
Yeah.
What is his name?
His name is Aaron. That's what he told me.
What's his full name?
Get the wallet.
That's what he's told me. I haven't known him for that long. I've only known him for a month, so that's all I know. I know his name is Aaron. That's all I know.
Because right now, he's committed a misdemeanor, failed to identify. Okay.
This is the identification that he has, and that is the paper.
Yeah, and this. So I know he's like telling you all of this stuff.
I don't know
but none
exactly
of this.
where he's from, but this is the paperwork that he also has at home. So this is what he's going to show you if you guys are like.
26
let him go.
copy of
This is
Walter
the same
35
paperwork
on
that he
1
has. I don't know exactly where he's from. I know his parents are dead, so I don't know too much. but
Okay.
I know he
skates.
I know he is on his own.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Skates.
3501 Seaway Drive, 3501 Seaway Drive. Checking on.
So right now you're detained for investigation for failed to identify. All right, that's a 90-day misdemeanor here in the city. Okay.
I didn't even do anything.
Because you gave me a false name.
It's my.
All of that stuff is
You have
BS,
the name.
dude.
No, it's not.
It is BS.
That's why I have the documentation.
I got your name now.
Listen, that's why I have the documentation.
Close your legs. Close your legs.
Listen, no, call your sheriff, dude. Call your sheriff. Please call your sheriff.
Get your legs back.
Call your sheriff.
Please just calm down.
Sit back in the car, ma'am.
Call your sheriff.
So when you head back to the car just then, what are you doing?
When I went back to the car,
Yes,
the accused vehicle,
Mhm.
I went through his wallet to look for identification.
Were you able to identify him?
I was able to identify him.
And what was his name?
Aaron States.
And how did you identify him?
The name on I did believe it was a debit card. It was a black debit card inside the wallet.
After finding that form of identification, you went back and to speak with him? Is
Yes.
that correct? And how did that go?
It wasn't very productive. I advised him what specifically he was detained for and why he was in the back of the vehicle. I believe after that point, I handed the debit card off to my partner and we identified it with the computer. So it's based roughly on his age. So
As you're speaking with him, you said something about his legs.
Yeah, he kept pushing his legs out to keep the door open. He was holding the door open with his legs while he was asking for the sheriff to come out. So I'd ask him 3 or 4 times to, as you saw in the video, to put his legs inside so I could shut the door.
So he's using his legs to obstruct the door?
Yes.
So the name that you found from the debit card yielded a resultant lien?
It did.
I believe that's all the questions I have for you this time.
Any questions for this witness, Mr. Okay, does the jury have any questions for this witness? I think I might have missed it because I was trying to get someone out of the waiting room. You went back to the vehicle and did the young lady hand you the wallet, or where did you find the wallet?
It was just sitting. It was sitting on the dashboard, Your Honor.
Okay, and she told you that was his wallet?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I believe it was, if I recall correctly, it wasn't in his possession on that side of the vehicle. I think I just assumed it was his wallet, Your Honor.
Okay, and that was not his car though, was it? Do you know?
I do not believe that was his vehicle,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay, but the wallet was sitting on the dashboard in front of where he was sitting in the passenger side, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions from the jury for this witness? Any other questions?
No, Your Honor, the city will speak to this witness.
Thank you, Officer Fox. Does the city have any more witnesses today?
No, Your Honor, no more witnesses.
Thank you. We're gonna give the jury a quick break so they can go to Treasury and then. Oh, they did it? Yeah. Well, I still gotta give them a quick break so I can ask the defendant a question. Okay. Thank you. All right, for the jury, you're still not able to deliberate. I just need to go over some rights with the defendant before we proceed.
Leave the notebooks.
Yeah.
Well, we've come to the end of the first part of this trial. And, shout out to the young lady that was at the traffic stop. I mean, it can be dangerous getting out of the car, but we can see that she definitely was genuinely concerned for Mr. Skates and also for the situation not getting out of hand, where he could potentially get hurt, or maybe even her possibly being hurt. But the officers, they weren't super aggressive or aggressive really at all. They just wanted to make sure he complied and did what he had to do. They didn't even really rough him up like we see some officers do just for a little bit of acting out. So shout out to the officers as well, but they did their job, got him into the car, did what had to be done. Now we're here at trial to testifying. I thought it was interesting when Judge Simmons asked the officer about the whole wallet situation. I don't know if that's going to come into play later with him, just grabbing the wallet, because she asked, was that his vehicle? Pretty much, how did you know that was his wallet? Did the young lady tell you? So it's going to be interesting to see how these closing arguments go. That's going to be the end of the testimonies. The next video, we will share the closing argument and see what the jury has to say and how they feel about everything that they saw. But as always, I appreciate you guys joining me here at Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. Don't forget to catch part 2 when we upload it in a couple days. I appreciate you guys. And until the next time we get here, we get on the channel and into another proceeding, know that I appreciate you guys. And for now, Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. Thank you guys, and God bless.
I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.